At right wing, number 10, Jeff Payne. At the goal, number 32, Mike Arabat. Campaign is coached by Danny Roy. The assistant is Kelly Newton. And now for the Outerbox starting lineup for your Knights of the Green and Gold, the Colorado State Red. And on defense, the junior from Arvada, number 4, Noah Miller. And right defense, a senior playing his last game tonight for the Rams from Lone Tree, number 19, Axel. A senior playing his last game tonight from the Rams, from Highlands Ranch, number 8, Sam Cote. At center, a senior playing his last game tonight for the Rams, from Barker, number 28, Kyle Riley. And right away, the senior playing his last game tonight for the Rams, from Highlands Ranch, number 21, Ben Johnson. And starting in goal, a junior from Highlands Ranch, number 30, Joe Morgan. And coach of the Colorado State Rams is Joel Reese. The assistants are Jameson Winston and Austin Anstead. The next officials are Michael Bryce Weir and Evan Anderson. The referees are Greg Steinhauer and Dave Kornowski. Ladies and gentlemen, last weekend we honored our graduating senior players. Tonight we are thanking and saying good luck to our senior interns. Kelly Jones has been an intern with the CSU D1 hockey team for 3 years. She will be graduating with a degree in interdisciplinary liberal arts, monitoring and sports management, political communication, history, and media studies. Kelly plans on attending grad school for sports management at the University of Tennessee or the University of Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, Kelly Jones. Kelly, thank you for all your support of Colorado State hockey and all your hard work. Our other graduating senior intern is Maddie Lacey. She's been an intern with Colorado State D1 hockey for 2 years. She will be graduating with a degree in biomedical sciences, minoring in chemistry and business administration. After graduation, Maddie hopes to work within the Children's Hospital Foundation. Maddie Lacey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Maddie, for a great dedication to Ram hockey. Kelly and Maddie have dedicated hours of time to help CSU D1 hockey, and we would like to send them off with a big thank you from the team. Best wishes, ladies. Reach for the stars and go Rams! Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats as we honor America with our national anthem and the playing of the Stars Spangled Banner.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the action between CSU and GCU. This is game 2 between these two teams. They faced off last night against each other, where the Rams came out with a commanding victory over the Lopes, 6-2. And what's interesting about that is the scoring didn't even start till the second period. I'm Litos Castro and Scott Slidester running it all behind the scenes for you. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone with me tonight, so we're going to be rolling with the punches as we go. I hope you like listening to my voice because you're going to have to get used to it.
Well, it's hard to believe tonight is the final game.
Yes, it's going to be a little tough pill to swallow, and specifically for the Rams, they've got 4 players playing their last game tonight, specifically Sam Cote, Axel Campbell, Ben Joseph, and Kyle Riley, all big assets to this CSU team. And they're looking to finish the season and their career at CSU strong as we get ready for the first puck drop of the night. And GCU will win the faceoff as they try to dump it in, but the Rams will take possession once more. Last night, it was all CSU. A big check on Cote right off the start. And it looks like we're going to have an early whistle already. And it looks like it's going to be an interference call and a penalty on GCU just like that.
Number 26 is off to the sin bin. I don't have names, sorry.
That's Brett Kramer for
Keeping
you.
track of names on top of everything else is just one thing too much for this monkey. So I'm going to have to defer to Litos on the naming.
Don't worry. I've got the whole roster in front of me for you. So Rams will get an early power play just 13 seconds into the game, and they already have to go and chase it into their own zone. Penalties were a struggle for a little bit of both teams last night. 9 penalties against the Lopes yesterday and 7 against CSU. However, the Rams were 2 for 8 while they were on the power play. GCU 0 for 5 when they had the man advantage and even got scored on shorthanded. Rams trying to make a push in early on this power play. 30 seconds gone and trying to clear it out and deflect it and out of play. So they'll get ready for another faceoff in GCU zone with 1:26 left to go.
Well, it's not uncommon for the Rams to come to life when there's only 4 on the ice, and last night was a perfect example of that. We'll have to see if that happens again tonight, although we'd like to try to keep 5 on the ice all night if we can.
Discipline is going to be a big name, I'm sure, this game as Hoffman takes possession of the puck near the blue line, hands it off to Tolnai, gets passed back to Hoffman, sends it further in deep near the faceoff circle. Quick passing, we saw a little bit of that from the Rams last night. Looks like they're trying to keep it going. Shot coming, pad, save. This time in between the posts for GCU is Michael Barabash. Last night it was Chad Duran. He, unfortunately for his team, couldn't come away with the win. Tolnai hands it off to Gebhardt. He was one of the point producers yesterday, tried to find a shot and covered up by Barabash. And he'll get the first stoppage, his own zone.
Barabash is a great goalkeeper name. That's a cool sounding name. I'm sorry, it just is.
We've had some pretty cool names come through here. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
we
lie.
have.
On the other side for the Rams in between the posts, Joe Morgan, of course, the man that they always look to day in and day out, and came away with a strong night last night. I'm sure he's looking to reproduce that again.
Now, Morgan's a junior, is he not?
That is correct. So he's still got one more year with his team, and I'm sure the Rams are happy about that he's still going to be around. As the Rams will have to go and retrieve the puck in their own zone, Joseph will send it around the boards. Rams only have 40 seconds left on this power play. Switching sides of the ice, Gillis trying to create some space with the help of Riley. It's just a big check into the boards as it comes back towards the blue line. Gillis one more time, passes it off, gets it back. Closing in, circle, passes one more time, and that was Kyle Nelson trying to find a shot but just couldn't quite connect. Comes back out of the zone, and Rams will have to go and chase. And this will tick down most of the remaining seconds of the power play by the time the Rams get control of it. GCU known to be very aggressive while they're shorthanded. However, the Rams put him on the back foot last night. Campbell sends it all the way around as he takes a check. Millar looking to go after it. Back to even strength, shot coming, bouncing save made by Barabash. So back to even strength. Millar going to get this one for CSU. Takes a little push from behind, tries to take a shot, and that one's another save for Barabash. He's already having to be strong for his team in these first few minutes. And we're going to have a penalty again already, and it looks like it's going to be a holding call, and Millar, not uncommon for him to get involved.
Yeah, he's poking the bear when there's two of them around him. So
CJ Nitchin going to be the one to head to the box for the Rams. Millar was having a little bit of words with Sullivan Murphy, who, if you take a look at last night, he was actually in the box a couple of times for GCU last night. Consecutive penalties, one after the other. But right now he tries to take a shot. Bouncing puck. Morgan handles it well. So 2 minutes for holding against CSU. This will be the first power play for GCU. And the Lopes forced back in towards their own zone, so they'll have to restart and regroup. Sending it on ahead, carrying it out towards center ice. Kyle Nelson using his body well to shield the puck and gets it out of the zone. Now it's a race to get there first. And Cote trying to shield off a Lope, and he will, but he's got three more around him. Has to sacrifice the puck as he looks to send it on towards the corner. Lopes looking to restart this offense. Can't really get anything going so far in this first minute of their power play. Rams doing a good job to not make it easy for him. In towards the corner. Puck comes near the center, but only a Ram is there, and it gets sent out one more time. So just 1 more minute left in the first power play for the Rams. They've handled it well so far, and they've got more time in their own zone as GCU makes a change, and so Hoffman will send it all the way back, and Barabash comes out himself to slow the puck down. GCU, one more time for their own zone. 45 seconds left. Intercepted at center ice. Couple of Lopes crash into each other. Sent across. Corey Potak able to dish a pass out. Winding up. Shot coming. Morgan looking for the glove save, but it just went over his head and out of play. That was Mezek on the shot. Unsuccessful, though. So we get ready for a face-off in CSU zone. As far as the records for the two teams tonight, Rams now improving to 8-12 at home, and the Lopes going down a number, of course, after taking the loss last night. On the road, they are now 3-14. Face-off in their own zone. CSU needing to win a big defensive face-off, and they do. Trying to send it out, but the Lopes do a good job to intercept it. Now moving along the blue line, trying to take a shot, pad save, looking for the rebound, just gets knocked away. Back along the boards, again near the point. Slowly inching in, passed further in deep, gets it back. Mezek just trying to find some space and shot right into the chest of Morgan, and he'll swallow it up and get the cover with 11 seconds left with a man down. As far as GCU's production last night, only 2 goals. However, 5 players involved, 2 goal scorers, Luke Stevenson and Trey Green. A couple of firsts also for GCU players. That was Stevenson's first point, and Ryan Nolan also got his first point of the season last night on an assist. Puck behind Morgan's sending shot, scores! GCU striking first on the power play. A much different story than what we saw last night, where as the first period it went scoreless between the two teams, and then it was the Rams who came out striking in period 2, but looks like the Lopes have come out to send a different message on night 2.
Oh yeah, they're coming out strong tonight. And making me change the scoreboard.
So now CSU playing from behind. They didn't have that problem last night. We'll see how they handle it now. Having to go back and get the puck, and Barabash will hand it off to a teammate as it's sent around along the boards. Rams trying to apply a lot of pressure, but the Lopes get it by, looking to apply some speed on the counterattack. They were broken up on the way there.
Well, the Lopes are trying to show why they deserve to be a D1 team now. They're not really, if they shook off last night, and they're just focusing on the game at hand and put one in the net.
And that was one thing we talked about last night, is that they were going to need to, shift their game plan and almost just move on if they wanted to play with this Rams team. Especially another thing we talked about last night as well was the fact that this is their first season being a D1 team, so they've had to face a lot of challenges this season, and the Rams are now one of them. As the puck comes near the blue line, shot coming, blocked on the way there. Lopes doing a good job defensively to push that one out of the zone. CSU will dump it back in as they go for a line change, giving the Lopes a chance to take possession of the puck.
Oh, nice
Taken
steal.
away, and North trying to wind up, takes a shot, blocked by the man in front of him, looking for the slot, just gets by. Still might be a chance, though. Nelson hands it off to Cote. He does a little wraparound, but still gets caught up along the board. Engel sends it back towards Cote. Driving in behind the net, just trying to get by, and he loses the puck in the process, going to get tangled up. We're starting to see some of that physical aggression between the two teams that we saw last night. Nelson taking it away, fires, and it's blocked one more time. GCU goes down and tried to send it across. Cote just not able to find the puck through the crowd, and it's coming out the other way. 2-on-2 situation, Rams retreating to help out in the process. Preston Larson trying to send it on net, but Morgan makes the save.
Well, that was a feverish pace there for a moment.
Action not waiting to start here in Fort Collins.
No, last night they took the whole first period to kind of feel each other out and get a sense of what the game could be, and then in the second they exploded, but here they're just starting right off.
Lopes able to force a turnover in CSU zone, winding shot just off the post, and it goes wide. A sigh of relief that the Rams can breathe after that one. However, not out of the danger zone yet. Still along the boards in their own zone. Pass towards the point, and it just gets knocked down. I believe that was Gillis that sacrificed his chest right after that shot. Trying to show off a six-pack maybe that he's built throughout the season. Who knows? Puck comes out of the zone, and Noah Miller will go to retrieve it for his team. So Miller at center ice. He'll try to dump it all the way around. Nitchin, who was in the box last for the Rams for the first penalty, back out on the ice. Trying to show some aggression as the puck comes near the glass one more time. Comes out near the slot, and Miller able to break up a play, knocks down, trying to take a shot, and it looks like this is going to be called a high stick, so we'll have a face-off outside the zone.
One-time sponsor of the Rams is Fort Collins Huffler and Automotive Repair, providing outstanding work on your vehicle. They are a triple-A-approved facility and pride themselves on providing the highest level of service for you.
Face-off just outside the GCU zone. A little bit of breathing room for the Rams. .12:40 left to go in period number one. Rams win the face-off, and Hoffman will dump it all the way around. It's a race to get there. Rams able to work it all the way around, trying to find the slot, but just couldn't quite connect. Jacob Morgan on the ice for CSU. Haven't seen him too much, but he's getting some play time tonight. One-on-one situation, and Hoffman using his body to just slow up the Lope, and Campbell actually able to shake off a Lope for just a moment, but some good dedication by that Lope. That was Stevenson, who was really battling for that puck as it went into CSU zone. Sent around, and icing called. So we'll go back into CSU zone with just a little over 12 minutes left to go in period number one. And I'm sure that GCU coaching staff has got to be happy. Head coach Daniel Roy, assisted by Kelly Newton. Happy to have the lead, taking a shot and a big block by Campbell. And now it's looking to make a counterattack. Campbell might have a chance. He takes a shot right into the chest of Barabash and trying to clear it out, but it went right into Campbell. He couldn't quite get a shot from it, though. Rams still have possession. CSU has now established a position here in the GCU zone. In towards the corner, trying to send it back. A shot from the side. No luck there. A nice little kick pass. Gets it towards North. Comes back, and now it's finally come back towards the point. Gephardt with a wind-up shot, looking for a rebound, just couldn't quite finish. Another one, huge save by Barabash. He's doing well so far. Coming up huge for his team twice right there. Moreno trying to find Campbell behind the net. Campbell actually shaking off a Lope. Comes back towards North near the circle, finding another shot, and it's swallowed up by Barabash. 11:11 left on the clock. If you want to make a wish, you're GCU wishing that the game stays in your favor like this.
Well, I have to admit, it's actually a bigger crowd here tonight than I anticipated for the final game.
And I'm sure the Rams love that support. You know, you got to go out strong no matter what the circumstances are. Got to have that final shebang, if you will.
And they're not all parents. So sometimes during the final game, we've seen where it's just, if you take the parents out, there's like 5 people.
Rams still trying to apply some offensive pressure on this Antelope zone. Trying to send it across, but broken up on the way there. Larson will send it back and gets sent towards the other side of the ice, but no Lope was there. Riley gets to it first for CSU, wrapping all the way around. He's got a Lope on his back and just getting entirely wrapped around, trying to use one hand, and he's got some big pressure for the Lope, and he actually shakes off his stick. Comes back towards the blue line. Miller will give it to Cowden. He'll wind up and fire. Pad save by Barabash. Clearing it out of the zone. Now it's a race to get there first. Miller versus Larson. And this one's going to be a penalty, and it looks like it's going to be on GCU, on Larson. So another penalty against GCU. That's their second one this period and of the night with 10:08 left in period number 1. Another power play chance for the Rams. Rams able to win the face-off, and it comes back near the blue line. Gillis gets it towards Gebhardt. Gebhardt winding up, fires, almost swallowed up by Barabash. Gillis with another shot, but a big body block forces it out of the zone. Well done from Potak to lay down his body right there. However, the Rams trying to restart the attack and fast. Gephardt's got a Lope on his back, loses his footing as he's racing across the blue line. Puck caught up in the corner. Trying to just take more time off the clock. 30 seconds now gone in the power play. Gebhardt has the puck come loose, sends it back towards the point, sends it across to Gillis. He tries to fire off of it, but didn't quite get the angle that he was looking for. Big collision into the boards. Gebhardt takes a big hit from Andrew Cronin. Puck in the faceoff circle. Kyle Nelson gets wrapped around, sent across towards Gebhardt, looking for some space, fires, and another pad save by Barabash. They're shooting quite low right now, CSU, not really getting the puck off the ground off those shots. And Moreno gets caught up with a low right in front of the net. That was actually, I believe that was number 26, Brett Kramer for GCU. The Lopes have survived 1:05 of their second penalty kill, but they have 55 more seconds left on it. Riley to take the offensive faceoff, and he wins it. Hoffman at the blue line now. Tries to send it further in deep. Millar, one more time, gets sent back towards Hoffman, across to Cowden one more time. Back to Hoffman. Moving in behind Barabash's net, just carrying it around, gets to Cowden at the blue line again. Staying in between them, tried to find Joseph, but it just went off his skate, couldn't quite find the stick pass. Further in deep, one more time, Riley. Just trying to find the right moment to pull the trigger right now. Riley sends it back one more time. There's the shot, and it goes wide of the net. Just about 15 seconds left in the power play. Rams still have possession in the zone. Joseph gives it back to Hoffman. Another quick pass. Cowden winds up, fires, blocked by a stick on the way there. And Riley, able to get possession, fires, just goes wide of the net. That could have been a moment right there. Hoffman, another quick pass towards Cowden. He takes one more shot, and it gets knocked down. And it's tangled up right in front of the net. Another penalty called, and it looks like it's going to be on Riley. I believe that was a hooking call. So just off of their own power play, the Rams give one back. Riley heading into the box for 2 minutes for hooking. One player we talked about last night to look out for the Lopes is Declan Carter. He's the lead point producer for his team with 19 points, and he's out there right now on this second power play chance for GCU. Morgan actually lost his footing in his crease there as he was skating out and quickly scrambles back, getting in position. Now wrapping it around, sending it back. Larson gets the pass off to Carter. Now it's back near the blue line. Carson gets it back, or Carter, excuse me. And the puck shot and deflected out of play. Another look at what happened last night. Rams outshot the Lopes 36-26. Rams really picked up the aggression throughout the periods and were leading in shots after each period. Carter comes in to take the faceoff for GCU. They're able to win it, get it back towards the blue line. Millar trying to break up the play. Nitchin also as well, just caught up in the faceoff circle. Nice dangles, moving in and just covered up by Morgan in a huge over the Rams. Puck near the blue line. Another shot coming pad save by Morgan. Miller looks to clear it out, and he will. Forcing the chase. If you're just now joining us, thank you for tuning in to ColoradoSports.TV. I'm Litos Castro, joined by Scott Sligister, who's also running everything behind the scenes for us. Right now, the Lopes looking to rewrite a story different than what happened last night. Gillis trying to apply some pressure and push the Lopes back into their own zone. Zach Bennett will hand it off to a teammate. He gets it back, carrying across his own blue line and the center. Gonna carry it into the zone himself, hands it off to Larson. Makes a move and shot and covered up by Morgan, just right into his chest. You know, it's Riley's last game, and what is a Kyle Riley game without him in the penalty box almost?
Well, he figures, why not?
Lopes get the puck at the blue line, trying to fire, and Morgan knocks it down. Tyler Nelson is there to send it around the boards. Goes off the glass and out of the zone, and Cote's going to try and race to it, turn it into another shorthanded opportunity. Rams got one last night, takes a shot, and it just goes over the head of Barabash. If they would have gotten another shorthanded goal, that would have been something.
Yeah, he launched that one up into the netting. So we will have a face-off here in the Rams' offensive zone here with 6:31 left in the first period. 26 seconds left in penalty kill.
Campbell back out on the ice. Not able to get the win for it as the Lopes will take possession and have to start from their own zone. Only 20 seconds, though, to work with to just get in the zone and maybe get a shot off. Sent all the way around. Morgan's going to stay in his net and let his teammates come out and help him. Nelson having his stick tugged on by a Lope as he went crashing into the boards. Behind Morgan's net, just trying to make sure he keeps track of the puck, but the Rams survive another penalty kill. However, the Lopes still have it, trying to force him out. Just couldn't quite get it done. Sent out of the zone, and the Rams get that breathing room now that they're back to full strength. Dumped in, and Lope trying to get there first, but Cowden's going to be there, and he uses his body to shield it off. Some smart thinking here from the Rams. Trying to find a long ice pass, but it just gets away, and it's dumped in. And the Lopes can finish off their line change. North with another quick pass, and Nitchin diving after it, but it just gets away from him, and now it's back into GCU zone. It's going to be a Lope to get there first. Samuel Hernandez will send it around the boards. Lopes just trying to hold on to that possession. It's in the hands of the Rams for just a quick second. It's bouncing in between both teams right now. Tolnai sending it across in his own zone. Trying to clear it out, and he will, but clearing it so far out that it's out of play.
That's one of the situations that prompted Kelly to put the net back down.
We saw that last week when the Rams were playing the Buffs, and we had a couple pucks come out into the crowd that a couple fans took some hard hits off the puck there. So
most of the season they had the net up this year, and I actually kept track. We had 4 pucks throughout the season come up into the stands, 2 of which came up into empty stands because there were just nobody, it was not that full of a night. But unfortunately, 2 of those folks happened during the CU game when we had a packed house. One guy was hit in the chest and a girl was hit in the head. So that was it. They put the nets down.
And Riley, trying to make a play on the net, was trying to find the wraparound, but we get a whistle. Looks like it's going to be another penalty, this time for cross-checking. Not sure who the official pointed at for that one, but it looks like it's going to be on GCU.
Looks like 18.
That's going to be Leaf Murphy. So the third penalty coming in this period against the Lopes. Another 2 minutes on the clock for the Rams to have a man advantage. 4:33 left in the period. Lopes trying to do a long send around the boards. Cowden's able to get there and keep it in the zone. Sent back towards him. Just caught up along the boards one more time. Nelson gets pushed off the puck for a second. Rams still have possession. Sending it back near the blue line. Just kept in the zone. Hoffman doing a good job. He's been pretty good at that this season. Jeff Hart sends it back near the point. Cowden sends it across to Hoffman. Looking to set up him this time. Shot coming and a punch thrown after the whistle. Nelson definitely throwing one there. And I'm pretty sure that's going to put him in the box immediately.
Well, it's like all things. It's the guy who throws the second punch that gets in trouble.
I don't know who he was in the squabble with there, but it's always the set. Yeah, like you say.
He went straight to the bench.
So 2 minutes against CSU to equalize the penalty. We're going to have 4-on-4 action. We saw some of that last night. And that was actually when the Rams got their first goal, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. Actually, this is playing to the Rams' strength. They're pretty good on 4-on-4 or simply having 4 Rams on the ice. Unfortunately, Gillis turned the wrong way and gave that pass away. So now we're...
Everett Cote taking possession now in the Lope zone. Trying to find some space, but he's got a Lope right on his back. Tried to find the long ice pass through the air. Just got away and forced Gillis out of the zone. He sends it on ahead and forces the cover up. So we'll get ready for another faceoff. 1 minute left in the GCU penalty. And after that, the Lopes will have about 32 seconds of a power play. Short, but enough time to set something up.
"32 seconds is plenty to do damage."
And the Rams trying to just take advantage of this equalized time here with some more open ice. Cowden cuts back and fires. Rebound shot just goes wide of the net. Couldn't quite finish it as Barabash was looking for it in the crease. He couldn't find it. Another shot that goes wide of the net. 40 seconds left before the Rams are on the penalty kill. Sent back in. Rams go for a change, and so they're going to let the Lopes have a little bit of position while they get some new men on the ice. Sent all the way down. No icing as it's waved off. A couple of Rams going after this one. Riley's going to be the one to take it. 50 seconds left in CSU's penalty. And Nitchin trying to show some of his athleticism, and he does. He carries it in himself as the Rams will make another change. Pad save by Barabash, and Nitchin actually goes crashing near the net and sends a Lope onto his own goalie. I believe that was number 9, Matthew Mezek, who got knocked down by Nitchin on that one.
He's going to take the face-off for
Wind up
GCU.
shot bouncing, and Bearbash forced to cover it up, and there's more of that aggression right there. And Millar just getting in the face there, and Nitchin pushing back. One second, and then the Lopes will have the man advantage. And just with the puck drop, that's it. So now 30 seconds left in CSU's penalty. They're a man down. Nitchin trying to apply some aggression in the Lope zone. Don't want them to get down there so easily. Madrid sends it on ahead. Just going to go around the boards. Miller's going to get there first, providing a chance. Tries to send it back where it came from. Pass in front. Dangerous opportunity that the Lopes could have taken advantage of. However, Millar trying to use some of that speed. He almost gets it by the Lope in front of him, but he gets knocked down in the process. Smart play by Trey Green, as that's a shot on goal. Pat save by Bearbash. Back to even strike now. Rams survive the short penalty kill that they have to make. Carrying it in one more time. Madrid got held up there and had a body in front, so he couldn't keep carrying it. Hoffman makes a cut back and passes it off. Just about a little over a minute and a half left in the trying to get the faceoff out of their zone. Foundos showing some good speed there off the circle. And Campbell trying to take a shot, but it gets knocked down immediately. Couldn't quite get past the defender. Now it's floated out to center ice, and Lopes looking to turn this into something in the last minute. Carter with a shot and just getting the goal, scores! What a last-minute effort. Carter on his knees makes the pass across, and I'm pretty sure Preston Larson on the other end of that one, and he gets the goal that puts them ahead even more now. What a play by the Lopes on that one.
Well, the Rams are going to have to find some motivation in the locker room here. With minute 14 to go in the first period, I'm guessing they're going to get an earful.
And just off the faceoff, a Lope loses a glove. However, they're trying to carry it in just like that. And North gets tangled up with Kotak. Rams trying to see if they can answer back in the last minute. 1 minute now. Both number 10s down on CSU side of the ice. And North will probably head to the box for that one. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be either a cross-checking or an interference or something. Yep, they're gonna call that a cross-checking on North. Just that aggression.
Unfortunately, the camera didn't pick up the hit, but did pick up the falling face first into the ice. So I'm not sure what happened there. I was focused on the puck, not what was behind it. So
both Jeffrey Payne and Grayson North, both wearing number 10 tonight, were in the little physical going into the zone, and North just happened to be the one to give the cross check from behind, which sends him into the box and gives the Lopes another 2 minutes. So if not in this period, the Rams are going to have to take a penalty kill into period number 2. However, the Lopes applying some early pressure right now, trying to fire from the side, but it just goes off the glass and out of the zone. 30 seconds left in the first period. Lopes getting another goal just moments ago and now have a 2-goal lead over the Rams. Nitchin trying to work his way into the zone, and he wants a penalty, and he's going to get one, it looks like, for tripping. So just as the Rams did, the Lopes give up their power play, and we have some more 4-on-4 hockey. That's going to be Matthew Mezek heading into the box for the Lopes. We're at 4 penalties apiece for each team. 4-on-4 for the last 20 seconds of the period. Rams able to win the faceoff, comes back near the point, counter with a shot, but nothing too difficult for Barabash to handle. He's been very solid for his team tonight against CSU. 5 seconds now as the Lopes carry it out of the zone. This might be a literal last-second chance for Larson. Moving in, takes a shot. Huge save at the literal last moment for the Rams, and they survive letting one more goal in. But nonetheless, they have some work to do as they head into the locker room like you were talking about, Scott. The Lopes will take a 2-goal lead into the first intermission, but we've still got a lot of hockey left to play. So we'll be right back. We'll take another short break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the action between Colorado State University and Grand Canyon University. Right now, the Lopes have started a whole new leaf here in Fort Collins, taking the lead 2-0 after one period of play over the Rams. I'm Leaches Castro, joined by Scott Sledgester tonight. And right now, this is quite the peculiar situation that the Rams have found themselves in. We're going to be starting off this period with some 4-on-4 hockey, about 1:13 of it. Grayson North put himself in the box for cross-checking first, and then responded was Matthew Mezek, and he, I believe, got a penalty himself for cross-checking. So Rams will have a short power play, just about 47 seconds of one. We get ready for puck drop in period number 2. Taking a look at the shots between the two teams, the Rams, despite being down 2, outshot the Lopes 15-7 in the first period. So we'll look to see if those shots matter, or if it's going to be who can make the better plays happen on the ice. Right now, the Rams starting with the puck early in the Lope zone. Trying to find the pass across was Joseph, but it's got intercepted on the way there. Now it's a race towards the other side. Lopes with a nice shot pad save by Morgan. Well done to react on the counterattack, but Joseph trying to restart it going the other way. Moreno has it, holds, fires, and it goes wide. Miller trying to dump it back in, and he will. And Jeff Hart sends it back, tries to send it ahead. This could be a breakaway chance going the other way. Hoffman racing back to try and help out. He's got a man on his back. Lope trying to fire, but couldn't quite pull the trigger as he wanted to. Zach Bennett on the breakaway chance there. Just not able to finish. Joseph looking for a long ice pass towards Moreno. He's actually going to be able to get there. He's got a couple Lopes to deal with, though, as the Rams make a change. Comes near the boards one more time, and Nelson just holds it along the side, trying to give his teammates some time. Moreno trying to help him out there. Larson trying to come off to the side, and Cowden goes down trying to send the puck ahead, but he gets to his feet, and he will send the puck back in. So the Rams will have just about 20 seconds now of a power play as they just had their man back on the ice. But now it's coming right back at him again. Potak trying to push on ahead, but it got broken up one more time. Jacob Morgan on the disruption there, and Riley trying to move on ahead there. A little bit of a tangle. But now Cowden racing and fires, and it's a glove side save by Barabash. He's been doing really well for his team today. Hasn't given up a goal. And deflected out of play. The Lopes power play goal. So they're probably going to look to see if they can get another one right here as it's a race going the other way. And the Lope actually, as he was racing down, just lost his footing. He was going so quickly. That was Stevenson just racing after it. I think he lost his stick in the process too, but now it's back into CSU zone and they have to regroup a little bit. Tyler Nelson sends it all the way around, and Nitchin sends it back in deeper. Nice job by Nelson to use his body. And a big check into the boards. Loeb dishing out some punishment there. Lost his stick. That's Tolnai losing his footing. Rams just trying to get it out of the zone and control the chaos. It goes back in towards the corner. Nice hit by Andrew Cronin on that one, dealing out a nice check. Bounces off a Ram and comes out of the zone. Nitchin being able to get in front of that one, but now it finally comes back out. Near the blue line, and lots of players just really getting wrapped up with each other, either getting caught on the sticks, caught on the jerseys, or holding something. Offside play for the Loeb, so they have to retreat. There's actually a glove on the CSU zone there. The official will pick it up. I think that's a glove of an antelope there. Goes back in towards the corner. Nitchin trying to battle for this one. Tries to make the cut in, loses his footing. Big check into the boards, and I think that's going to be Millar going into the box for that hit from behind. Gebhardt to take the face-off for CSU in the offensive zone. They win it. Fires, and it gets blocked by Alope in the process. Well done. This GCU team is doing a very good job of just getting in the way of the puck, not letting the Rams have any easy shots on goal. Gebhardt trying to take another one, and again it's blocked. Knocked down out of the air. Fans want a high stick, but they're not going to be able to get it. Offman's got Alope on his back as he's trying to move in towards the corner. Puck comes loose. Even they got tangled up right there. Jake McNeil was the one on his back, trying to send a long ice pass, and he gets deflected and it goes into the penalty box. So the puck will have to sit out for 2 minutes there as we get a new one. We'll get a face-off at center ice. 16-13 left to go in the period. Puck sent on ahead. CSU trying to get some position, and they do. Looking for the centering pass. Engel couldn't quite finish it, though. Dished back around, and Cote, he's got a man on his back trying to find the wraparound opportunity, but no success there. Loeb's restarting it the other way, and gets caught up at the blue line and dumped in, so Jacob Morgan will be able to get there first. Puck cut up in the face-off circle there. Loeb's just trying to find some offensive pressure right here. Winding up, shot right into the chest of Morgan, and it comes back out, and it's sent out of the zone. Might be a race to it. Tolnai trying to get there first. Or excuse me, that is Foundos. Got beat to the puck there. Foundos gives it back, looking to pass it back, but it couldn't quite find the man. Back along the boards in the face-off circle. Loeb's trying to turn this one around now. Floater pass. Knocked down, and Nelson looking to get to it. Morgan will give him a nice little touch in his direction. Nelson, a long pass deflected into the zone by Joseph. Rams have tried the dump and chase. Hunter and I talked about it all season long. Whenever the Rams really tried that, it didn't really go in their favor. Trying to find a shot, but it zooms by and goes wide of the net. Along the boards one more time. GCU trying to carry it out the other way, and CSU now needing to retreat. And North trying to get back on it. Collides with the opposite number 10, and he's the one who got the last penalty on. But a one-on-one situation going the other way. Joseph trying to drive in towards the net. Shot, scores! The Rams get one back.
I had a feeling the second period was going to be theirs.
Joseph able to put that one in the back of the net in the one-on-one chance, and now they've cut the lead in half of the Lobes. They score that goal with 14:34 left in the period. The Rams did this last night as far as taking off They were able to get 3 in period number 2. Maybe they're going to be able to do it again. Puck behind Barabash's net.
Well, with hockey, anything is possible. Last night we saw a face-off result in a goal in under a second, so I wouldn't put anything past the Rams. They'd like to end this season with a victory.
Face-off in GCU zone. Moreto able to win it and looking for the wraparound shot right into the chest of Barabash. He gets the swallow and cover up. Rams really showing that aggression all of a sudden.
Well, they've had a taste, so they can see that it's not actually out of hand. It's not out of reach, and they can come back from this 2-0 deficit as they've cut it in half already. So 2 more goals and they're ahead.
They were actually able to get 1 shot on goal. Miller wasn't able to have the finish. Another collision along the boards, trying to find the slot pass. Just gets lost in the crease there. Barabash couldn't quite cover it up. Back along the boards, Jabbar takes a check from behind into the boards. Lots of chaos right now in this GCU zone. Now driving in towards the center is Moreno. Gets broken up by a Lope. Actually takes it back now is Kyle Nelson. Hands it off to Jephart one more time in the corner. He's going to carry it around. He's got a Lope on his back. Sends it all the way back towards the point. Miller winds up, shoots. Gets knocked down by Barabash one more time. Still making some big saves despite having just getting scored on there. Not too shaken up by it. Finally comes out of GCU zone and it's floated all the way through the air. And Miller will knock it towards the side. Just trying to create some space. Another big check into the board. Sent all the way back. Wasn't quite handled well, though. Now it's lost in the slot, and Lopes trying to just turn and fire, but couldn't quite get their hand on the trigger. And lots of big pushing and shoving right in front of the Lopes bench. Now it's fired and gloved up by Morgan. He'll just hold on to it and freeze it.
Yeah, he saw that blue line shot coming a mile away. And with the stoppage in action, both teams are going to go ahead and change up their lines. While Litos gets his boogie on to the music.
Hey, you got to dance when you can.
I know.
One thing you'll notice is that we haven't had that many penalties in this period. In fact, we haven't had any extra called so far, period number 2.
There you go, folks. The announcer curse has begun.
Prepare for those doors to open at center ice.
Somebody let Kelly know she's going to have to wake up.
Cote trying to drive in towards the zone. He's able to hold on to the puck. Good handling there. Backhander shot, and it's a nice save by Barabash. There was 1 goal scored by Miller last night with a backhander. Another one fired, and it goes wide of the net. Nothing too dangerous there. Foundos has got a man on his back, looking to backhand it towards the center, but it gets cleared out of the zone right towards Morgan. Makes the easy save. Now Jacob Morgan has it. Starting from his own zone, a dangerous pass, but it gets by. Cote looking to get it across, but it is just sent back. Rams trying to push it into the zone, and they will, but for how long? Trying to send it out. Lopes use another floater. They like to do that. Just give the puck some wings and send it out of the zone. And this looks like it's going to be a penalty on the Lopes, and they'll finally get a touch on it, so it's going to be just as we were talking about. Doors are going to open against the Lopes, and another power play for the Rams. However, they've yet to capitalize on 4 penalties that the Lopes have committed.
Well, 5th time's a charm.
So that is number 25 heading into the box for the Lopes. That's going to be Nick Terrera. A big chance here for the Rams to equalize and set a new tone on the game. Cowden looking to dish it on ahead, and he will one more time. He's got Tolnai and was looking to find a man at the blue line, but just got away from him. Hoffman uses the boards and gets the pass to Tolnai one more time. Tolnai will hold it at the blue line. And right into the chest of Barabash. He'll cover it up. So 2-minute penalty for slashing. Cut down almost 30 seconds. Lopes will win the face-off. They'll send it all the way around, just trying to keep the penalty kill going. Caught up near the boards along the blue line there. And Nelson moving in, wraps it back around, gives it to North. He sends it further in deep and comes back to North. He'll fire. It goes wide of the net one more time. Rams need to get it on target right now. Gets cleared out of the zone, and now they have to go and chase it. Morgan handles it. He'll leave it for Miller. Miller from behind Morgan's net gives it to Moreno. Moreno applying some speed on this push right now. Looking for some options, sends it back. One more time near the blue line, sent across. Not the best pass, but it gets there nonetheless. Comes behind Barabash's net. Moreno will send it all the way back around. A quick line change has to be made, and Hoffman was trying to get on the ice as North was coming off. If he would have touched it, that would have been a too many men penalty. So heads up thinking from Hoffman, but still a bad play for the Rams. Hoffman gets it, and he'll try to send it on ahead. Gets deflected. Onside play, so they can keep going with it. Nitchin holds it up, finds a man. Still held near the circle. Fires back towards Hoffman. A little spinorama move. Gets it towards the slot. Nitchin was sending it across one more time, trying to find Cote. Less than 15 seconds to go in the power play. Counted to Cote. Cote one more time near the boards. Looking to create some space for himself. Counted one more time. Fires, and it gets knocked down. Blocked on the way there. One more time by Murphy. Carried it on ahead. Offside play, just too quick on the counterattack of their man coming back out on the ice. Rams did a better job on that power play than I think all the other ones. But nonetheless, the Lopes survive, and they keep their lead of 2-1. Puck at center ice, and both teams now trying to see if they can hold on to that control. Riley gets a nice pass in deep behind the defenders, takes a shot, was looking for the far post, but a nice save by Barabash. Barabash is doing very well for his team tonight. He is making almost every save that he needs to. From the easy to the difficult ones, he's held up for his team well. I don't think you can blame this game on him. Riley. Goes in deep towards Joseph, gets broken up, and it's in the slot, was trying to find a man in front. Miller tries to take a shot, but it bounces off his own man. It goes wide. Goes off the back of the boards, and Lopes are going to get there first. Green tries to float it through, and this is going to be a penalty on Hoffman. He's going to go into the box for tripping. Everyone's getting a turn in the box today. And just off the face-off, deflected out of play. So the Rams have to kill off another penalty just past the halfway point here in period number 2. Lopes are going to look to see if they can extend their lead one more time. Face-off in CSU zone. Puck sent back towards the blue line. It's all the Lopes game right now as they have the man advantage. Working along the blue line, sent further in deep. Comes back, wind-up shot, and gloved up by Morgan with confidence as Sullivan pulled the trigger. Rams get ready for another face-off in their own zone. If you're just now joining us, we thank you for tuning in to ColoradoSports.TV. I'm Litos Castro, joined by Scott Sledgister tonight. Scott is also the man running everything behind the scenes for you as Lopes pull the trigger one more time, and it's covered up by Morgan in response.
I don't think Morgan likes this end of the ice.
Think it's something, maybe the hills or the temperature over there?
I don't know, but he doesn't ever seem at ease.
That's fair. You know, he does make most of his big plays. Maybe it's a lucky side or something. Maybe it's a superstition, the fact that his bench is on that other side. I don't know. Jacob Morgan is also out on the ice. Comes back towards the blue line. Sullivan will try to send it on ahead. Bounces off Larson to Carter. Back to Larson. Sending it across. Tried to anyway. Bounced off the side of the net, I believe, and now it's worked its way all the way around finally. Bennett has the puck come off his stick. Comes further in deep to Payne. He gives it back towards Bennett. In towards the faceoff circle. Larson sends it ahead. Comes back. Quick passing right now from the Lopes, and it goes back in towards the corner. Rams still surviving right now. 50 seconds left before they're back to even strength. Just trying to get it out of the zone. Larson will send it on ahead to Payne. Payne trying to find some space. Miller doing a good job to lay his stick down and block the pass in towards the slot. Jacob Morgan couldn't, however, find the replica, And firing in deep, trying to just find the deke, and it's just lost in the crowd there for a moment. Kept in, pushing on ahead one more. CSU just trying to hold on right now. The Lopes having some good pressure, trying to find the pass across. Carter looking for the near side post there. And it's passed back. This could be a chance. Shot coming, looking for the rebound. 2 huge saves, 3, 4, and it goes around. Huge job by Morgan to hold up there. 5 more seconds and the Rams will get their man back. Still a chance for the Lopes, maybe. Carter has it from the circle. Winding up, fires right off the chest. Looking for a rebound. Sent across. Rams get their man back out. And it's coming now the other way. Kyle Nelson looking to turn it around, but it's going to be a penalty on the Rams as Payne goes down for GCU, and the door opens right back up for the Rams to head into the box.
Looks like Morgan is on his way to the sin bin. I'm not sure which one.
That's going to be Jacob Morgan. In the box for CSU, that's going to be their 6th penalty of the night, 2nd of the period. So just as the Rams were surviving and coming off a hard but successful penalty kill, they put themselves right back on it and allowed the Lopes to continue their momentum. Inching in, fires, and it goes off, I believe, the pad of Morgan and off the back glass. One more time near the blue line. Across, long passes from point to point. Fires on net, and it goes wide. Lopes have a new line out there, so now they're going to see what they can do. Trying to inch in, further in deep. Larson's still out there. Trying to find another pass. Goes back in towards the corner. Mezek has it right now. Sends it back towards the blue line. Towards Madrid. Fires and gloved up by Morgan off the shot from Potak. And the Rams will clear it out of the zone just off the face-off. 6 minutes left to go in period number 2. 1:15 left in the power play for GCU. Lopes having to start from their own zone. Mezek will carry it himself. He's got a lot of speed on it. Fires right into the chest of Morgan, and he gets the cover up. Lopes really showing some pressure right now. Rams are going to have to take that control back once they get to even strength. When you look at the Lopes performance yesterday, they had 5 people in point production, and tonight it's a whole new night. They've got 6 right now, and they're looking to increase that number on this power play. Inching in, fires. Morgan was looking for the glove up, but it just went by, and now it's out of the zone. Lopes have to go and chase it. Murphy. That first line is back out there. Murphy tries to send it on ahead. He'll get it to Payne. Payne moving in. Gets it across the blue line, hands it off to Carter. He's going to look for the wraparound, gets it all the way to the other point. And Murphy tries to dish it back out, just goes off the corner. And this could be a chance going the other way. A 2-on-0 for the Rams, shorthanded, and pass shot, not able to finish it. Cote and Nelson were going down the other way, and you could say that they actually blew that one.
Ouch.
And now the Lopes are going to try and get a counterattack with the man advantage still. 10 more seconds, though, and the Rams will be back at even strength. Larson gets knocked around. It's another chance for the Rams going down. Gebhardt, one-on-one this time. Fire, scores! They get it that time, and they tie it up 2-2 with 4:44 left. Gebhardt with goal number 2 for the Rams. The Rams, right as their penalty finishes, they get the goal in response. They force 2 breakaway chances against the GCU defenders, and now we're all tied up here as we're 3/4 of the way through period number 2. Lopes having some speed as they're trying to get a counterattack going, but what a goal for the Rams. Puck in the slot and it gets knocked away. Riley trying to get there first, and he's just going to use his body to create some space. It comes back to him, though. He's got a Lope right in front of him that he has to deal with. They go down in the corner. CSU trying to get it out of the zone. They do. Gets knocked right back, though. Caught up at center ice. So we're all tied up. The Lopes had 2 goals in period number 1. The Rams have 2 goals in period 2. Comes back towards CSU zone. They have to start over. Joseph is going to have it, but he's got 3 Lopes in front of him. Looking for some space. He'll just try and send it all the way around to get it to Kyle Nelson. And he'll lose his footing. Gebhardt, who just scored the last goal, diving after it. He's got his head between the legs. I'm pretty sure that was number 2 there, Jalen Cordura. Got caught up there. A couple players getting wrapped around each other. Fans want a penalty, not going to be able to have one. Nelson dumps it in towards the corner. Moreno looking to get there first. However, Andrew Cronin for the Lopes is able to dish off a pass. Knocked down, gets by Hoffman, also trying to get the reach. It just goes into the corner. Lopes might have a moment here. Little check into the boards. Hoffman's able to get back, hands it off to Moreno. Trying to find a pass in towards the center. Gebhardt able to deflect it towards Kyle Nelson. Sent back near the point. Miller can't keep it in the zone. He'll dump it back in. Offside play. Just trying to break it up. And still carried in. 2-on-1 chance. Fires, and a huge save by Morgan as he slides across. Rebound blocked by the defenders, and it's cleared out of the zone. This is as intense as you could possibly have it. Moreno trying to work it around, tries to find a backhander, but it just goes wide of the net. No luck finding it on goal. Now a chance going the other way one more time. Nice breakup by North, but it looks like it's going to be a penalty on him for interference. But I'm sure if you're CSU, you're willing to take that if you got a man doing a one-on-one with your goalie.
Yeah, penalty's better than a goal against. Especially with how tough the Rams are when there's only 4 on the ice. But I don't see anyone. They haven't opened up the penalty box doors yet, so.
I thought they called a penalty. I saw the arm go up as North was going after from behind. Looks like the officials having some discussion. Oh, they're going to call it a penalty shot. So they did confirm that it's a breakaway chance. So this is going to be an opportunity for Corey Potak to get the lead back for his team. This is the first penalty shot I think we've seen in a long time here in Fort Collins. Corey Potak, the chance for a penalty shot, carries it across the blue line. Him and Joe Morgan moving in, carrying it across. Morgan holds up and makes the big save on the penalty shot. That is big for the Rams right there.
Well, anyone who's watched our coverage of shootouts knows that Morgan is not that easy to get past, even if you are one-on-one with him.
What's interesting about that is that Potak didn't really make a move. He kind of faked left and then just brought it back to the same side, but he didn't really carry it over from one side to the other.
I think he was shooken by how far out of the box Morgan came. He was really challenging him far away from the net, and I think that kind of shook him up a little.
Off the face-off, Lopes won it for a second. Now it's 2-on-2 going the other way. Can Tolnai do it? Hands it off to Joseph. He fires, and it gets deflected on the way there. Goes off the back of the glass, sending it on net. Goes back in towards the slot. Cowden fires one more time. Zooms by off the boards. It's caught up behind the net, and it's going to be blown dead. So we'll get a face-off with 2:09 left in the period. But this has been quite the turnaround of events. Not only have the Rams tied it up, but the Lopes got a penalty shot. Unsuccessful, though. I think this is going to go down to the wire if I had to make a prediction.
Well, it wouldn't break my heart if we had another shootout tonight. I mean, let's squeeze every ounce of hockey out of this season we can.
And what a way to finish the season that would be. No matter what team you are, just off the face-off into the penalty box again. Having to duck and cover in there.
Apparently they're not a fan of the music the DJ selected because it was a DJ who went diving.
New music in between.
Yep.
Stop.
And now there's no music because the DJ's hiding.
Started and stopped almost immediately on the music there. Puck will come towards the Rams zone. Hoffman has it. He'll look for a long pass as it gets dished ahead into the GCU zone. Lopes will have it. Hernandez gets caught up, and a couple players falling on top of each other. Coming out of the zone. Carter dishes it ahead, comes across the blue line, onside play. Larson tried to send it forward, but blocked on the way there. Cote just gets it out of the zone, trying to provide some breathing time for his team. Fondos to be the one, be the aggressor. Rams able to take the puck back in their own zone, sending it off the boards. Cote has it. Dishes it off towards Gillis, but couldn't quite control it. Lopes trying to turn it around now, and they will. Nice takeaway by Cowden there. It just comes racing in from the side and forces a turnover. Now Cote has it, trying to get by a few Lopes, and he will. Hands it off towards Gillis, this time successful. However, he tried to dump it in. It just goes around the boards. However, they do it for him. Goes back around, sent across, but only into the hands of Lopes. Larson has it. He's kind of by himself, trying to hold it up for some help. Just dumps it in towards the corner. Less than a minute to go in period 2 as we're all tied up as the Rams have gotten 2 goals to equalize against GCU. In towards center ice, and it goes into the Ram zone. Cowden tried to clear it out. A nice poke check by Hoffman, and he has a check just to add some further sauce onto it. However, fired from the point. Comes back out. Sullivan will dish it on ahead one more time. Comes into the hands of Gebhardt. He pushes it on ahead towards CJ Nitchin. He's got some help on the side. He'll fire it himself. Goes wide of the net. Just about 15 seconds left to go in the period. Can the Lopes get a counterattack going? Going to carry it across the blue line himself. That's Green. Tries to pass it across, but no luck. Trying to send it on ahead. Caught up behind Morgan's net. 5 seconds now. Rams will probably just clear it out of the zone. And that is going to do it for period number 2 here in Fort Collins. And with the end of period 2 comes 2 goals for the Rams. GCU started off strong, getting the first 2. Rams get the next. And we're all tied up going into the locker room and getting ready for period number 3. This could go down to the very last minute, but you'll have to wait and see. We'll take another short break. You're watching ColoradoSports.TV. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to period number 3 between Grand Canyon University and Colorado State University. It is all tied at 2 apiece after 2 periods of play. We've got 20 minutes back up on the clock, and things are getting intense here at Epic in Fort Collins. We've just had the puck drop, and the Rams will win the opening faceoff of period 3. Right now, it's been quite an adventure for both teams. The Lopes started off with 2 early goals in period number 1, and then the Rams responded in the second period, getting 2 of their own to tie it up. One thing to take note of is that the Lopes also had a penalty shot that they could not come away with successfully as Morgan shut down Potak on the chance as the puck goes into CSU zone in towards the corner. Rams have been rather quiet on the offensive end, not having as many point producers as they did last night, obviously. Rams came away with a total of 6 goals. However, there still is a lot of hockey left, so who knows who's going to be doing any more scoring today. Somebody's going to have to do something, though, if we're going to come away with the winner. Right now, puck in the slot, winding up, shot right into the chest of Morgan. He gets the cover-up. That it's a dangerous opportunity early on, but the Lopes were looking for. This is the last period of hockey for 4 seniors of CSU. Kyle Riley, Ben Joseph, Axel Campbell, and Sam Cote. Their last period of hockey for CSU tonight, and I'm sure they're going to be looking to close it out strong. That's assuming someone scores here and we come away with a winner and we don't go into overtime or a shootout, but what a way to finish the season that would be. Rams making a push in towards the corner. Coming back towards the blue line, Rams have it. Nelson trying to send it on ahead, just goes by the net. Comes back out towards center ice. Tyler Nelson, who has an assist for himself on the day, pushing it on ahead. Moreno's got it on his stick. Holds it up at the center line. Makes a pass towards Gillis, but it just gets knocked away. We thank you for tuning in to ColoradoSports.TV. I'm Litos Castro, joined by Scott Sledgister tonight.
Welcome, everyone, for watching. Thank you for supporting our coverage of the Rams this season. It's been a lot of fun. It's definitely a labor of love.
Face-off in GCU's zone.
I'm still in denial that this is the last period of regulation this season.
We try not to talk about it. Nitcher tries to take a shot, but it just goes wide, and now the Lopes will carry it out of the zone. It's on the sticks of CSU. They'll look to bring it on ahead. Cote makes a pass towards the center, just gets broken up, and now it's headed down the other way. Trying to work his way around was Brett Ruiz. He has an assist as well on the night. Couldn't quite get it by. Ruiz will try to pressure Miller here as Miller has it behind Morgan's net. Morgan's had some pretty big saves tonight, but on the other side, Michael Barabash, he's been doing outstanding for his team today, making save after save. Despite the 2 goals, he has done tremendous for his team.
Well, he survived 2 or 3 different barrages by the Rams, hitting him multiple shots. And he's deflected all of them except 2 to put us where we are now, tied at 2 here with a 17:27 left in the 3rd period.
Right now, both teams just looking to see who is going to come out with the breakout goal to carry the lead. The only player to have multiple points for CSU tonight is Tyler Nelson. He's got 2 assists on the day. The other point contributors for CSU, Tolnai, Gebhardt as the shot fired goes wide, and Max Engel. Gebhardt and Engel with the 2 goals for CSU. On the other side, as the Lopes are trying to break out, now Riley racing towards it, just gets away from him. But on the other side, Matthew Mezek and Preston Larson, the 2 goal scorers for GCU. Assists going to Trey Green, Declan Carter, Brett Ruiz, and Sam Hernandez. Puck goes behind Barabash's goal. Just caught up, and Madrid will try to send it out. Gets caught up on the way there along the boards. Madrid gets it back. Carries it across the center line. Dumps it into the zone himself. Zooms by Morgan. Goes into the corner. Gives a chance for Tolnai to come out of the zone. Gets knocked off his stick. Rams making a change. They need to make it fast. Wind up shot pad. Saved by Morgan. Just pushes it off towards the side. Comes out of the zone. Offside play. GCU needs to come out. Kicked on ahead. It's a race to get there first. Andrew Cronin trying to race ahead for the Lopes, but it gets knocked away. Now Moreno has it for the Rams. He's got Cronin on his back. Shot coming. Just knocked down, and it's a pile up in the crease, and Barabash is just waiting for both his teammate and a Ram to get off him. Near the center line now. Pass back. Dropping into their own zone. Comes out Payne. He's had a lot of aggression against him today, but he's also dishing it right back. Miller A check into the boards against Mezek. And it's now in the hands of CSU. Jeff Hart dishes it back towards Moreno. Comes back to him looking for the slot pass. He's trying to find the pinball 1-2-3 play, but couldn't quite find success from it. 15:30 left to go in period number 3. Moreno dishes it back towards Jeff Hart. Pass along the blue line, but it comes out of the zone. Hoffman has to retreat. Comes all the way around. And the Lopes will start from their own zone. Madrid tries to find some space, but it's broken up. Nitchin with a shot on the near side. Just holding on to his post was Barabash. Forces the pad save. Didn't even flinch. Looking to send the puck on net. Centering pass. Just looking to pull the trigger. Bouncing puck, and it gets knocked away. Well done by Barabash to just hold strong in his crease and facing up towards the puck. Gillis intercepts another pass, and he'll dump it in as 2 Lopes surround him. And he'll dish out a hit. Lopes bench wanting a penalty from it. Not going to be able to get it. Sending it all the way around the boards, and Larson actually knocks it down, keeps it in the zone, allows Cote to stay on side as it's sent all the way back towards the other side, so we'll get an icing call. That was a long series of action there. First, is that the first face-off? Second,
yeah,
third?
this period has been at a lot faster, furious pace than the previous 2. Makes the first one look absolutely lackadaisical. Somehow we've already blown through 5 minutes of the period. It's just amazing how we just keep going back and forth.
I know some of the viewers can only take my voice, but in short bursts, so if they've lowered the volume at any point, that's probably a good indicator.
Well, tomorrow I'll be able to see the stats to see who watched with and without audio. So, but I can't give you that information until then.
If it's bad, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Riley to take the faceoff against Bennett in the circle. Whistle blown right on the puck drop, so we'll have to redo that one. As far as the shots between the 2 teams, the Rams out shooting the Lopes overall. However, the Lopes pulled it back a little bit, got 15 shots. Last period, 15 for the Lopes and 12 for the Rams, period number 2. Remember, the Rams lead by 3 shots more as a total. Firing on net, deflected, and I think that went off the crossbar. And now it's back on the side. That would have been an interesting goal for the Rams to score. Probably wasn't planned, but they would have taken it. Lopes trying to work out of their own zone. Andrew Cronin trying to carry it out, just gets knocked back. CSU doing a good job to not really allow any pressure in their own zone. Morgan hasn't had to do much work on his side. That's his first time touching the puck in a long while. In the corner. Riley trying to get there first, looking to dish out a check, but he gets baited. Carter back on the ice for GCU. Shot coming, bouncing puck, knocked down and sent out of the zone. And Madrid will send it towards the back end, and CSU will have a moment. Miller will carry it himself. Trying to use some space here as he goes across the center line and into the zone himself, putting on the Jets a little bit. Backhander shot. He scored one yesterday. Couldn't make it happen there. And now the Lopes have it in their own zone. Trying to use the boards. It comes out towards center ice, and Miller just sends it right back in, giving the Rams a chance to change out. In towards center ice, a pass across. Able to make the connection. Going to be a tough shot if he makes it. And just deflected along the boards. North has it for CSU. Just dishes it on ahead. And pulled out the brakes near the corner. Tried to find the long ice pass. Was looking for Green. Couldn't make the connection. Now it's going down the other way. Jeff Hart makes a pass towards Moreno. In the slot, tries to fire. And I think that came off his stick wrong. He looked around almost as if he was trying to find a penalty or something. Or if he was just blaming the ice almost.
Yeah, I don't think he got as much of his blade on that as he wanted.
They're playing some throwbacks here at Epic. Going back into the 2000s. I think this song came out in 2000. I don't know. I just listen to the music and enjoy it. Off the face-off, the Lopes trying to hang on as it goes into the corner. Lots of aggression still being shown by both teams here. No goals scored throughout this third period. However, the Rams have been spending most of this time in GCU zone. Still a chance as the puck just came into the crease. Shot coming, and Cowden fires it into the chest of Bearbash. And finally comes loose, and GCU now trying to turn it around and use some speed behind it. Cronin able to hand it off, but it just goes right towards Morgan, and he'll get a cover-up. Both teams will make some changes as we get ready for a face-off in CSU zone.
There's like 30 college kids dancing right now. It's just funny.
It's a generational thing?
It's a generational thing, I think. Because this song's like 5 years old.
5?
Maybe 8.
Cote trying to race on ahead. A nice body check there from number 25, Nick Terrera. Able to hold up Cote's. Really forced him to put the brakes on. Hoffman able to keep it in the zone. Dropping it right in front. Was trying to backhand it in. Cote with an athletic play. Just couldn't quite finish it. Sent back near the blue line. Hoffman gives it right back to him. Cote inching in. Sends it further in deep. Looking back towards the blue line. Looking for some space. Fires it on net. Was trying to find Campbell right in front, but didn't make that connection either. Madrid able to make a spin around, find some space, gets the pass off. It comes out of the zone. That could have been dangerous if it made the connection with Potek. He would have been alone. The Rams had 2 breakaway opportunities, one of which they scored on last period. One of them was shorthanded. They had a 2 on nobody, and they didn't score, and it wasn't until they got another one-on-one chance immediately right afterwards that they got the tying goal. Lopes break up the offensive play and trying to send it back towards the other side. I think we're going to have a whistle. Oh, yeah, they're going back in time. Whoever's on DJ right now is going back in time right now to when I was in middle school, I think. I don't want to think about how old I am. Let's stop. Let's change the subject of age. Lopes will win the face-off as it goes into their own zone. Lopes did a good job of that yesterday, of winning face-offs, as Carter tries to make a stance offensively for his team. Has to deal with North first. Larson and Carter trying to work together, but North comes away with it. He's putting the Jets on himself. That's Riley, actually. Hands it off, fires, and gets blocked on the way there. GCU's been doing a lot of that tonight. Riley gets taken down in front of the net. He's got a Lope on his back. He's just trying to get up. Shot deflected, out of play.
Riley's doing a quick stretch to make sure he's okay, and easily skating off under his own power, so he's going to live to fight another day on that one. But he took a hard shot from behind, going face first into the ice.
Yeah, he had Murphy actually like laying down on him in front of the net, and I think both of them were more concerned about a puck just being fired at them.
Yeah,
while they were laying there.
Yeah, well, not without cause. They've got their back to the goal, and they're catching a puck in the face would not be fun.
And a shot coming, another big block, bounced off a pad. Cowden winds up, shoots, bouncing puck, dangerous, and covered up by Bearbash in all the chaos. He almost lost it. Nonetheless, he hangs on. We just passed the halfway point here in period 3. We are still tied, still looking for the leading goal. If you're just now tuning in with us, we thank you for watching ColoradoSports.TV. I'm Litos Castro, joined by Scott Sledgister. This is good as hockey as it can get right now. Both teams having very strong games so far. However, the Rams really providing some offensive pressure. Lopes looking to counterattack right now. Pass across in towards the blue line, back in towards the corner. Rams trying to break up the play. Just bouncing in between sticks and skates all around there. Just holding it near side, trying to find the centering pass. It's caught up in the crease, and Morgan just covers it up. We'll get it ready for a face-off. Matthew Mezek to take the face-off for the Lopes. He's got some strong men around him. Gets it back. Fires immediately. Shot. Scores! So the Lopes will take back the lead that they once had, 3-2, with 9:29 left. Just off the face-off, and your goal scorer, Corey Potak, on the delivery.
We saw this yesterday. Third period, they had a goal in right off a face-off as well.
However, CSU's home crowd not giving up. They want them to fight. This is their last game after all, and I don't think the Rams are going to quit so easily. But Lopes definitely wanting to come away with a win here in Fort Collins, and that's a good start for them.
Everyone wants to end their season on a win.
Play broken up. Puck still caught up in CSU's zone now. They're forced on the defensive end. Miller has it. Again, the goal scorer, Corey Potak, assisted by number 9, Matthew Mezick. Millar trying to make a push in, and Hoffman gets knocked around just outside the zone. It's going to come on his stick. He'll just fire it into the chest of Barabash and force the cover up and get a face-off in the zone. Maybe see if they can duplicate what the Lobos, or excuse me, not the Lobos. The Lopes just did. It's close enough. Tomato, tomato.
Flagstaff, Albuquerque. We're not that far.
Yeah. Out of the face-off circle, the Lopes push it out. Carter will just try to backhand it heads-up play by North. He knocks it down, but they call it a hand pass, so they'll blow the whistle. We'll get another face-off. Official just checking the players right before. Along the blue line, intercepted on the way there. This could be a chance going the other way. Tolnai racing ahead, pulls back, fires, goes wide. What a chance that was to try and equalize. Riley trying to use his body to get the puck back. But right now Larson has it for GCU. Sends it on ahead around the boards. Tyler Nelson will get there first. Joseph will try to dish it off. It goes back in towards the corner. Both teams now have to scramble and get it one more time. Coming in towards the side, Bennett with a backhander, goes off the 6-side save, looking for a rebound, not going to be able to get it as Morgan will cover it up. Trey Green to take the face-off for GCU. And it's going to go bouncing in towards the corner. So the Lopes just looking to hold on to this one-goal lead that they've acquired here just halfway into the third period. However, Gebhardt racing in for CSU, trying to find the slot pass, but no connection made. Just caught up behind Barabash's net, goes in towards the corner. CSU looking to establish a presence here offensively. 2 men back for both teams as it's just tangled up in the corner. Sticks and skates going after this one. Finally comes loose, and it's sent out of the zone. And Jacob Morgan will get there first to force the icing. 7:20 left to go in this period. Another thing to take note of is the penalty situation. It really slowed down. So there was 4 penalties per team in the first period. The Rams got 2 more last period, and GCU only got 1. And we're more than halfway through this third period. We still haven't seen anybody go into the box. Maybe they're just tired. Who knows?
It could be. When I broached the subject of a possible shootout, the CSU volunteer staff actually started to pelt me with things because they all want to get to the bars.
On a Saturday night,
Yeah.
unheard of.
College kids wanting to go to the bars on Saturday? What? So, these guys are, could be down there arguing about, where they're going for pizza.
Puck in front of the net, and it comes loose. A little bit of chaos there. A couple players from both teams just bouncing into each other. Miller has some time to think with the puck. He'll dish it off to Cote. He looks for some options, and it gets sent back in towards the zone, goes towards Morgan. He'll leave it for Hoffman. 7 minutes left. The Rams have the clock working against them. GCU trying to finish strong here in the last minutes of the third period. Comes in towards the net, onside play. Lopes get to it first, however, trying to clear it out, goes back towards the Rams. Payne trying to just get it out of the zone. Rams trying to hold it up. Comes out of the zone. Gillis will send it across towards Miller, and he'll dump it around as the Rams will make a line change. They've got to be quick. All the Lopes in their own zone. And now coming up the other way, Potak with a shot. That one goes wide. Starting to see some of that physical aggression, and it might increase as we reach the final minutes. Millar has it. Tries to find a long ice pass, just goes off the boards. They're going to let it come into their own zone for a chance to regroup as the Lopes make a change. Terrera has it near the official. Near the blue line, sent across one more time. They drop back just a little bit. Madrid was looking for Mezek, but it just got away from him. Now Joseph winding up shots, glove save by Barabash. Another faceoff coming in GCU zone, 5:52 left. Got to keep an eye on that clock if you're CSU right now. Head coach Joel Weeks, assisted by Jameson Wicks for CSU. I'm sure they're talking and trying to keep their team motivated right now in this final game. North with a shot and right into the chest of Barabash. Another quick save he has to make. We've been mentioning Barabash's name all night. He has been doing so well for GCU. And he is definitely a man I can't see why you wouldn't look towards him. However, he is 3-10 on the season, so they face some tough teams. Elite, but what we've seen from him today, it's been pretty strong. Puck gets deflected out of play. We'll have another face-off in GCU zone. Both teams doing better in the discipline department as far as the penalties go, just like we talked about earlier. Almost 3/4 of the way through. Cowden fires, deflected on the way there. Bounced off a body, and now it's out of the zone. But Hoffman blocks the puck and sends it right back in. And Cote able to knock the puck down to himself. And we have another face-off as the puck goes over the boards.
Well, after tonight, we've got 5 months before our next hockey game. However, it's not the end for Colorado Sports TV. March is going to be a little quiet, I admit. We've got bowling coverage. In April, however, our semi-pro football starts up again with both men's and women's teams at play. So it's going to be fun. Tune in on Saturday nights during the summer for some local football.
Plus, I'm sure people just can't get enough of it. Pass across. Dangerous opportunity for the Lopes, but it just gets away from him. Sent back towards the point. Madrid has it. Was looking for some options. He just decided to dump it all the way back around. Nitchin gets there first. And he'll hold it up, and he has it on his stick, looking to get it out of the zone. He'll float it out of there, forcing the Lopes to retreat back. Madrid still has it for GCU. Trying to send it on ahead. A collision at center ice. On the boards. Comes all the way out. Up into the air. Stayed in play, though. Couple more big collisions, and now Riley is looking to race to get there first. He's got Payne coming in behind him. Riley gets by, and he'll collide in to Mezek there, dishing out a hit as he lost the puck. North tries to use the boards to send it into the zone. It gets there. Joseph trying to hold on for the team. Just about 4:15 left, and North trying to keep it in the zone, but couldn't quite get high enough as it was so high in the air.
Well, I think that actually hit the net and then bounced back in.
Faceoff's going to be just outside GCU zone. They're still just trying to hold on. The Rams looking to stay in this game. They win the faceoff. Miller sends it across towards North, and he'll dump it all the way around. And it actually bounces off the corner and heads in towards the slot. Rams able to keep it in. Miller sends it ahead, trying to find Moreno. Lopes sending it off the glass. Stays in play. This is going to be a 2-on-1 situation going the other way. Looking for the pass across. Nice diving effort from Miller to block the pass. Laying down himself to just block the opportunity. And I'm sure Morgan is thankful for that one. Comes back behind Morgan's net. Now 3:39 left. Once you start hitting that 2-minute range, you got to keep an eye on Morgan to see if and when he comes out. However, Carter moving in. Another diving effort from Miller. Not afraid to just lay down and do anything he can to keep the puck from going on net. Pass across towards Gephardt. Scored the last goal. Winding up, fires right into the chest. Rebound opportunity. Shut down by Barabash. And the rest of the Lopes coming back out towards center ice and into the CSU zone. Going into the corner. Nice use of the body from Cowden. Goes into the corner. Collides in toward the boards. Another big push. Intercepted on the way there. Now Hoffman's going to try to put some speed on this play. He's got Kyle Nelson with some help. Tried to pass it back towards Hoffman. He nonetheless fires and deflected in front. Millar couldn't get it by. Alope loses a stick, so it's going to be quickly a 5-on-4 for just a moment unless he can pick his stick back up. There he does. In the face-off circle. Shoots and fires. And Barabash makes another big save. A little bit of chaos right there as we're reaching the last few minutes here in period 3. What a song to play right now. CSU is in the danger zone right now.
Very much.
Gillis facing off against Stevenson, who had 1 goal last night, got his first point on the season for GCU. And just kept in the zone, heads-up play by Tyler Nelson. And high stick called against GCU, so we'll get a face-off going. Saw the official holding the signal and just waited for the Lope to touch it before he blew the whistle. 2.5 minutes left for the Rams to equalize or for the Lopes to get the win. Riley has a very important face-off in front of him. He wins it, gets it towards Miller at the blue line. He'll look to dump it on ahead. Lopes will get there first, trying to clear it out of the zone. Still held in, goes across, comes out. Now it's a 2-on-2 going the other way. Hand it off. Just trying to work it on ahead. Tyler Nelson does a good job of breaking up the play. Still loose. Goes in towards the corner. Tried to send it around. Riley's on it. Tries to pass it to himself. He gets it by. Now it's in the hands of Joseph. Gives it to Miller. Miller pulls it back and tries to send it ahead, but gets knocked back. Less than 2 minutes now. Got to keep an eye on Morgan. And trying to deflect it on ahead as they make a change. You got to see some speed right now if you're CSU. You can't be playing slow or sloppy like you have all the time in the world. Gephardt will dump it in towards the corner. Moreno trying to have some speed right there. And it, as was trying to get cleared out by Terrera, just send it out of play. So 1:40 left, and we'll get ready for a face-off in GCU zone. What's interesting about this period now is that CSU has been pushing and pushing and pushing.
We have a timeout here by CSU.
CSU has just been putting all the aggression on GCU throughout this period. However, it was one counterattack was all it took and forced a face-off. And off that face-off, GCU got a goal that put them in the lead, and that's where we are now. GCU started with the momentum. They lost it in period 2 with 2 responding goals from the Rams, but now they've got it back. Big timeout called here. This is a chance for both coaching staff to really work out these last-minute plans. It's very possible for GCU to get one more, but it's also possible for the Rams to equalize. It's not uncommon for them to make any last-minute efforts here. We've seen it multiple times at Epic here in Fort Collins. This is a point where you start throwing away almost all the stats you have in front of you. It doesn't matter the records. It doesn't matter the shots. It doesn't matter penalties. All what matters is this next 1 minute and 40 seconds and who plays it the best. Timeout called. It is an open net for CSU. So Morgan is on the bench right now. They've got 6 attackers out on the ice. 1:40 left. Rams win the faceoff. They dish it back towards the blue line, trying to send it back. Payne is able to get it out of the zone, but it comes out towards Cowden. He's going to hold it for a second, lets his team come back out, and now they're going to make their rotations. Uses the boards, tries to send it on ahead. Payne looks for the open shot from the side. Hoffman looking to switch sides with the help of Nelson. Nelson will dump it in, and Barabash will try to send it around. Cote cuts it off, keeps it from getting towards the blue line, gets it to Nitchin into the corner. Lopes just trying to hold on. Mezek looking to get at that one with his own stick. Just comes loose, now carrying around. Cote sends it back towards Hoffman. Just about 1 minute, shot coming, deflected. I believe that bounced off of Nitchin's pad, trying to clear it out, and it goes off the netting. We'll have a face-off. Still an open net for CSU. They'll make a line change, as will the Lopes. The Lopes have their top line coming out right now for the last minute. That's where you see faces like Carter and Larson coming out, and Carter will take the face-off. They're going to put it in his hands. Also keep an eye on Madrid.
Well, neither of the CSU goalkeepers are on the ice right now, so.
Less than a minute to go. Rams have the clock working against them, just trying to come loose with the puck. Finally comes back near the blue line. Miller turns and fires. Looking to knock it down was Riley. He was trying to find that deflection. Joseph has it. Just about 40 seconds now behind Barabash's net, trying to find the pass in deep. Gillis sending it towards the slot, but no one's there for it. North backhands it towards Joseph one more time, in towards the corner, switching sides now. Moreno gives it back towards the blue line. Miller has to juggle it for a second. Less than 30 seconds now. Quick passing, fires, blocked on the way there, and backhanded out of the zone. It's a race to get there. Miller gonna get his stick on it first, and North will dump it all the way around as the team is still onside. 15 seconds left. They have to work quickly in the corner, trying to find a centering pass, not able to get it happening. Less than 10 seconds now. Centering pass, bouncing in front. GCU just needs to clear it out. They send it out, and that is going to do it. GCU holds on after getting the goal early in the period. They actually call an icing with 0.6 seconds. It's going to take an instantaneous face-off shot if they're going to get this goal.
Well, we saw the Lopes do it not 10 minutes ago, so we'll see if the Rams are going to be able to match that to tie this game up and send us into overtime. Or will this 0.6 seconds tick away? And it looks like now the GCU is calling a timeout.
I mean, they could almost just make a wall if you think about it. They could just have all this. They could pull a soccer move and just line up in front of the goal.
Yeah. Well, if GCU wins the faceoff, it's over.
Yeah, this would need to go perfectly for CSU.
And if it does, I'm selling the footage to SportsCenter.
So it looks like the officials are also having discussion. We have seen them do a clock runoff before when there's less than a second to go, but they're going to give CSU this chance. So,
and that's your wall idea is basically what they're going to do.
So GCU just needs to hold on to this face-off and Barabash not leave the net open. And they'll take the win in the rematch against the Rams. They'll have Riley be the man to try and take it. And off the face-off, that ticks down, and GCU will get the win against the Rams in the final game of CSU season. It was a fun one for us here at ColoradoSports.TV. Not the way the Rams would have liked to finish it out, but nonetheless, they improved from what they had last year. And I'm sure that's something they can walk away with. They will be saying goodbye to their 4 seniors, Axel Campbell, Kyle Riley, Sam Cote, and Ben Joseph. And I'm sure they're going to give one last hug and say their final goodbyes on the ice. I'm sure they've loved every second of it as they'll get ready for the handshakes What a night it's been. What a great game of hockey between these two teams. But that's going to do it from us here at ColoradoSports.TV. Thank you for tuning in all hockey season long. It's been a pleasure tuning with you. Shout out to Hunter Filmer, who couldn't be here for the last 2 games this season. And a big shout out to Scott Sledgister, who's been running everything behind the scenes, game after game, with setup and teardown.
Oh, and I would very much like to say thank you to Litos and Hunter, to Sydney, to Dixon, to Sean, to all the announcers that helped us out this year, and all the other volunteers. Thank you so much. Without your help, our production would not be worth watching. So thank you, Litos, and thank you for the viewers, the Rams, for letting us be here. This does wrap up our hockey coverage. We do go on air tomorrow with our weekly bowling show, so if you're looking for something to do on Sunday afternoon, tune in to some bowling action. But other than that, we're going to go ahead and sign off, unless you have something else.
That's it for me. Thank you to all the fans that have been tuning in all season long. But other than that, have a great night, ladies and gentlemen.